Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about like when they get dirty. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, so let me go.
Yeah.
I need to head south. Wait, send it to PSN.
Yeah.
No, it has nothing, trust me dude, it has nothing to do with you. Don't think you're contaminating your dog, it doesn't work like that. I mean, it can work like that if you actually had like a contagious disease, but you don't. So there's really nothing to worry about.
This is certainly no time for roving.
He's only a young little dog, and you know. Well, it has to do with the animal doesn't trust them because they're strangers. So if they try to manhandle the animal is definitely gonna fight back.
Yeah.
Like the cat might claw the shit out of them or bite one of them, or a dog, you know, might really
Yeah.
take a chunk out of them. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, right? It's not just vets that do that, doctors do that too. The healthcare system is, look, there's a reason why one of the few things that people that are, regardless
Yeah.
of what political or social stance they kind of have, almost everyone can universally agree that universal healthcare is a good idea when it is implemented in an effective circumstance that will work with the economy instead of bankrupting it. Obamacare. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah.
Mm, I'm not sure. A pill or a shot for what? I don't know. I think we're in Ujits, I believe. I gotta go all the way to the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
Wait. That's the archery range, so that means we need to go this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hell,
Yeah.
horse? What the hell? Go up, horse. Come on. Here you go. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna follow our road. It's more exciting that way. Might run into trouble.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're probably atheists, to be honest. One of those people that just don't really care. Well, originally, It was a small movement
Yeah.
that spurred up due to all these black men being shot basically around the East Coast of the United States. This is like, I think this movement is probably about a year old, and then it started getting funded by these rich cronies like George Soros, and I think Jeff Bezos as well. Jeff Bezos owns Amazon, and George Soros is, well, he's infamous for, I know he has something to do related to the Nazis. He's a really old guy. He's like 80 years old. He's this rich fucking billionaire, and he's been doing a lot of shady shit. He's been funding a lot of these pro-authoritarian communist politicians. He's been in bed with the Republican and the Democratic Party, but mostly the Democratic Party. And he's also been funding the rioters that have been going around destroying different parts of the country. He's overall a very shady motherfucker. Wait, hold up. That's Colmberg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, milady. What seems to be the problem? Oh, what the fuck?
What happened to you?
Controller.
Terrible things, sir. Terrible things. God must be punishing me, but I truly don't know what I've done to deserve it. Those devils killed my man and then had their way with me. I gave birth in the woods, like an animal. And I'm left with nothing but to beg here at the roadside. God have mercy on me. Wouldn't you have a little bit of food for me, sir? Even a crust of stale bread? I haven't eaten for days.
Of course. Here you are.
Thank you, sir. May God bless you.
Yeah.
Is it really bright out there? Oh, yeah. I kind of know how you feel because I don't go outside very often, so my eyes for a while are very sensitive to sunlight. It takes them a while to get used to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it will. I mean, mine will too. The thing is yeah, you just can't fucking push it, man. You can't push it. You have to do it frequently, but in like probably short controlled bursts, so your body starts to get used to it. And you don't want to do anything when you're out there. You don't want to do anything that's exercise intensive. Just go out there for a walk. Don't go out there running or anything like that.
Come over.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not related to your condition. That's due to friction against your skin. Ooh. Yeah, well, you're talking about blisters on your feet, but then you're also talking about, like, you're hot, and, because, you know, you're hot, you know, you have circulatory issues, which means you can either get hot or cold really easily. If you have circulatory problems, I actually looked up that when you have circulatory problems, like heart problems, you can have issues with, like, maintaining your body temperature. Like, you can either get too hot or too cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be okay. If your health issues are genetic, then that means that there are people that live probably quite a long time ago that had those kinds of issues. Yeah, and been a long time ago, people didn't have as many easy solutions to cure or alleviate issues like that. They had to either fucking just deal with it or live with it until they finally died. Kind of makes me sad thinking about that, but you know, people back then just had to be tougher. They just had to be. There wasn't any other choice. I love this new horse I have, man. His name is Sleipnir. You know, like Odin's horse. Yeah, this horse is named after him because it has like overall just extremely good stats. It's not really bad at anything, but it's not like the best at really anything either. It's just overall extremely good. Yeah, I'm about ready to do some DLC called The Band of the Bastards, and we're basically gonna, we're pretty much gonna go help out this mercenary soldier guy named Juno, or Guno, or something like that. I think his name is Juno. And Juno, he has a bunch of conscripted mercenaries that he's basically taught how to fight, and they're all like ex-criminals, murderers, thieves, rapists. They're all like, you know, people that have done really awful things, but have like kind of reformed a little bit in their life of being a soldier. And we're basically gonna go meet up. I've already met up with them earlier, and you probably saw that on another stream, but we're gonna go do our very first mission with them. In the Band of Bastards DLC, it's basically the DLC where you go back and you take back Skalitz, the Henry's hometown that got destroyed. We're gonna take it back, which is actually a big deal because Skalitz is like it's the most heavily infested area with bandits in it, like by far. Every time I go to Skalitz, I just run into just humans, brigands, bandits, run into like heavily armed guards. Like there's just so much. There's so much money to be made there just fighting them and winning. I have like almost 200,000 gold. I don't really need to worry about that anymore. I'm rich as fuck in this game. I also have that town upgraded, which gives me a bunch of money. It makes like almost 2,000 gold a day in game day, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in Santa Fresh. You know what's funny, Gohan? The town that I'm in is where you actually start the Sir Hans of Capon DLC, but I'll do that for another time. I'm actually probably gonna do that one after I do the Band of Bastards. The Band of Bastards, I gotta go all the way down to Rat Eye. I'm surprised I haven't run into bandits yet. That will probably change here in a moment. You know, I kind of want to go grab that horse, Katanka. I kind of want to.
Yeah.
I think that the horse's name was Kanthunka, or I'm not sure if it was Kanthunka or Kanthaka. I think it was Kanthaka, Kantaka is basically like he's the best war horse in the game. No, I've been just doing a lot of horse riding, but trust me, it'll all come together here very, very soon. If we're gonna do the Band of Bastards, I mean, I might as well just spend some of my amazing amounts of money and trade in a horse.
Yeah.
Also, Kantanka has, what's this? The horse I'm trying to go buy real quick has like one of the highest stamina pools in the game, which is really important if you're gonna have a war horse. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but I just didn't think about it.
Yeah.
The fastest horse in Kingdom Come is called, the horse is called Pegasus, and I'm certain you probably know why it's called Pegasus. It's pretty obvious. Especially because you know a thing or two about Greek gods, so you'll automatically know why it's called the fastest horse that. Yeah, I'd be like, no, Max, that's not the reason why it's called that. Oh, bandits, huh? I'm not afraid of you pussies. Come here. What the fuck? Holy shit, there's a full-on wheeler, I can tell there is. Yeah, there is. Move out of the way, move out of the way, move out of the way. I want to deal with that pole-arm guy. What the fuck? I don't even know what's throwing me off, because I didn't even get hit by anything. I think I'm just glitching now. Fuck off of me, huh? I don't mind if your sword wielders smack me, because their swords don't really do that much by themselves. But that polearm guy is lethal. He's got the one type of weapon that could actually fuck my armor up.
Look over.
Come on. Bitch. Okay, they're gonna try to hit me from behind. Fair enough. Alright, come at me. Alright, yeah, go ahead, hit me with your sword. Not really that worried about it.
Bring it on.
I just don't want them to hit me from behind too much. What the? Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Why is my camera just doing whatever the hell it wants? What? I don't understand. That's one of the issues with this game's camera is sometimes it won't let me even like lock onto any of them. I'm just staring at like the fucking wall or whatever. Like it doesn't make sense. And other times like this, the camera's actually working properly and I can actually fight back. Bitch. Gotcha.
Is that...
It's alright. It might seem like I'm taking a lot of damage, but I can assure you, I've taken barely any damage because they're using swords. If they were using maces and axes, it'd be a little more dangerous.
What's the matter? Come on! Ah!
I'm going to enjoy this.
I got him.
Go weaker than he's having.
Oh, you want to riposte me, huh?
I'll send you to hell.
Come on, bitch. Riposte.
You call that combat?
Says the one who's fucking getting beaten up by a single dude. Come on, you're 4-armed knights. You should be able to take on one knight. Oh. I mean, you're getting my stamina down, but you're not really hurting me. You'll get what for. Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be kind of creepy. They're all wearing, like, knight armor. Makes them like 10 times tougher. And then because they're wearing metal, like, armored gloves, when they punch you, it does, like, 10 times damage. And down. Yeah, see, when you're fighting, like, 4, like, very high-level bandits like that, it's more important to be defensive and evasive than it is to just be aggressive all the time. Like, when they back off, that's when you can hit them a little bit and wail on them, but I don't recommend just, you know, spamming the attack button when 4 of them are trying to gang up on you like that. On hardcore mode, at least, it's not a very good idea. On normal mode, you can kind of get away with it. Normal mode, they're not nearly as aggressive as they are on here. I'm gonna take all your stuff, at least all your metal armor. I might just leave your canvas and all that beat up stuff. Alright, what do you have? Huh? Take your chainmail, your gauntlets, hide. 1 piercing arrow? Yeah, no, I'm good. There we go. Dump all of you into my horse. Yeah, that probably would be a good idea. Yoshi would probably be like, no man, that stuff's gonna kill him, man. You can't do that, man. Don't do it. I mean, maybe he wouldn't sound exactly like that, but maybe the general idea of what he'd be saying. Hey, is that a rabbit? Hi-ya! I just killed a rabbit with an axe. I'm fucking brutal. Oh look, another rabbit. Hi-ya! Sorry, Mr. Rabbit. Alright, I think we're good to go. I'm gonna take this polearm with me. Seems like a great idea. Come here, polearm. Well, that and they'll be breathing irrationally, either too slow or too fast. They won't be eating really much at all. That's a big sign. And when I say they won't be eating much at all, I mean they won't be eating much at all for like days and days and days. Or sometimes they won't eat anything,
Yeah.
period. When they don't eat anything, period, for days and days, that's when you need to really worry about that.
Yeah.
Days, days, days.
Yeah.
Oh, hello,
Yeah.
guard. Hello. Da, 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 da. Woo!
Yeah. 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 Who's
All these guards are like freaking the fuck out because I'm like this fully armored knight on a horse with a like war hammer in my hand. They're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, who's that? It's like, don't worry, guard. If I wanted to absolutely fucking cave your skull in, I already would have. No need to worry.
Yeah.
Coming right up. All right, all right.
Like, mother of God. Yeah, I'm towing this bad boy around. You damn right, mother of God. Because that's who you'll be seeing after I'm done with you. Fucking this hammer is just outrageously giant. Hey, you.
I hope I can be of...
Alright there, pal. I'm gonna sell you this food here and, yep. Yeah, fuck it. Just sell all of it. Sell all that. Probably should move my horse, like, out of where these people are.
Oh,
Huh?
Who are you?
Oh, like, how are you? It's like, don't worry. Don't worry your little peasant head over who I am. Damn, that was great.
What's that?
It's just my throat's dry. God damn it, the stupid ass controller. I literally let go of the left stick and it just, yeah, it does that. Mother of fuck. Alright, we're just gonna do a little bit of this. Yeah, I don't like trash Pokemon either. I only like Pokemon that were actually like Pokemon that I liked. Or Pokemon that were at least good, even if I didn't like them. What the fuck? That sounded like Max. It's like, wah! Ah! That's what it sounded like. What the fuck kind of a noise is that? Oh my god. I can't get over that. It's fucking hilarious. Alrighty then.
God be with you. May the Lord watch over you.
Give me some of your bacon. Yep, good enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot to unpack some of the shit I have on this horse. Maybe I should just go sell it.
Yeah.
I might just go do that. Like, I know we got a general store right here. I'll just sell all the armor to him. I could give a fuck less what he gives, you know, to me and towards the price. I have so much gold. It doesn't matter. Just want to get rid of this. Alright, dude. I don't care what your prices are. I'm gonna sell a bunch of shit to you.
God almighty.
I don't know, man. People a little bit stupid, you know? They just a little bit stupid. Quality arrow. Yeah, fuck it. Take that. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Charizard's pretty much better. Does the same shit, but better. But better. Oh god. Is that what the Pokemon sound effects sound like now? God, they don't sound anything like they... Well, I mean, that's because the sound quality is a lot better than when I was a little kid, but just damn, how things have evolved. Yep, can actually make it out. It's like, oh my god. Do they have Celebi in that game? Oh wait, they probably don't. Never mind. Oh, they do? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I remember Celebi. You just have a lot of other choices, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be... Imagine if you had to fight Mewtwo and you don't have, like, any Pokemon that are set up right, and it's, like, a level, like, 80 fucking Mewtwo. You have, like, level 20 Pokemon. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
What's going on out there? Who is it?
I don't think I'm in the right spot.
Show yourself.
Yeah.
I know, right? Like, fucking A. Act like putting a name on it makes it something different. It's like, not really. You just labeled it. It's still the same thing. It's like if I nicknamed volcanoes poop fountains, that all of a sudden it's a completely different thing now because I labeled it something different. It's like, no. That's not how shit works, buddy. You cannot quantify difference by a label.
Put that weapon away before the guards notice us. Wielding a weapon.
Hello. Good
I'm
man.
honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Would you like a new job? I'm looking for someone to care for the horses at my stables.
I can't go until this matter with Pi is sorted out. The old groom would flay me alive if I tried to leave. Come and see me again after.
Good luck to you.
I do. I thought he was one of those really cool. Isn't he a... What type of Pokemon is he? I thought he's not a plant. He's fighting? Oh, okay. Flying and bug? So he's two types of Pokemon. Okay. Oh my god. That sounds awesome. So he pretty much turns into like a monster warrior, pretty much. So, where is his head groom? Oh, there's the head groom. I was fucking wondering where he was. Hey, Mr. Head Groom guy, I need to buy a horse from you. Specifically this beautiful white one named Kantaka. Kantaka.
God be with you.
Kantaka.
I'd like to buy a horse.
Well now, have you seen our
Have
steeds?
you seen their steeds? I have.
Have. Fine animals.
Nothing but best, you. Is there one in particular you fancy?
Yeah.
I'll miss him. He's a gentle, loyal stallion who obeys without hesitation.
Surely you'll knock something off the price if I trade in my old one.
Alright, oh man, let's haggle, my dude. Let's haggle it up.
What about this? It'll take more than that to persuade me.
Oh, don't worry. We'll come to a deal, my dude. Alright, here, I'll match you. There you go.
Done.
A deal you can't refuse.
Take care now.
Awesome. Wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Alright. $410 stamina. Fucking beautiful. Alright, horsey, let's go.
Yeah.
And just in case I don't have to do this again, save. Alright. So, alright, so we just
Yeah.
gotta this direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember asking my dad about squirrels a while ago. I think they live for probably around 15
Yeah.
years, maybe a little bit shorter, a little bit longer. Turtles can live like over 100 years. Oh, I feel like some of them might be reptiles. What the fuck? Yeah, we've got some murderers out here, Gohan. What the fuck are you doing with the polearm, buddy? I got a polearm too, bitch, and I got a horse too. Oh, you want it? Come and get it. Come and get it. I don't know what it is with these characters. They can just, I'm like wearing full plate armor. They can knock me off the horse. It makes sense. Bitch. Dude, this fucking Warhammer is disgusting in the right hands. And you faggots thought you were gonna get me just because you knocked me off my horse, huh, you little bitch? Well, they're not wearing any armor, so I hit him with this fucking Warhammer. And it does 87 blunt damage. That is powerful. Wait, what? Yeah, if you want good reach, the polearms are by far one of the most powerful weapons. Yeah, that's why the spears are a bit better on foot, especially if you don't have enough strength and like stamina to use like the heavy attacks a lot. It's funny when you're just standing around like this, he does like this really slow clunk. He just smacks him with the stick. I smack with the stick. These things are really meant to be used on horseback, but even if you get knocked off, you can still fight with them. Oh, one of them had a mace, but it didn't really do him any good. wonder how my armor's doing. A lot of these, did you actually hear a lot of the PS5s and the new Xboxes? A lot of them have like serious like functionable problems, like physical issues, software issues. They crash a lot. Some of them actually turned off and would not turn back on, like they just bricked. This is an interesting glitch. the game's... yeah. They were trying to rush it out, probably because they had some issues with the COVID lockdown, with like manufacturing, and so they probably just wanted to hide those issues and rush the consoles out as fast as they could because people wanted them really bad. They did it because of money. They always do these types of things because of money.
I feel quite hungry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to be social as well, man, but things just kind of changed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably have more reason to go outside more if I had a job, a car, and
Help!
oh shit, you a bandit?
Have it
Help
easy,
me,
horse
somebody! God in heaven!
Yeah.
Yeah, take that, you little shit-eating bandits.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's a traitor.
Yeah.
I just saved those traitors. They were about to get annihilated by those bandits, and I just came and fucked the bandits up. as those bandits fall, I mean, they got close to me when I was on a horse with a warhammer, and I was swinging like a madman at them. No, I don't want your stuff. I'll take
Mother of God!
that. I like how the trader's like, hey, what's going on? What's up, bro?
What's going on there?
Alright, doggy. Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually have extra arrows on me. Although I only have like I think like 10 or 11 in the bow skill. Yeah, 11. What game is it? Oh. Yeah, no. Let grindy RPGs be grindy RPGs, and let like fighting games be fighting games, or beat 'em up games too. The Streets of Rage was a beat 'em up game before, you know, we had all these other beat 'em up games to think about. Alright, that's all I want from you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, he was ignoring. Well, he was on his Switch a bunch though, so he was definitely ignoring.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's just like one of those old wives' tales where they say really spooky shit. No, the Mothman is just a myth. Paranormal's a little bit different. Paranormal's more under that, like, mystery category. Oh, look, more bandits. Get the fuck out of here, you little bitches.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually knocked me off. Oh, he definitely used a mace, because I heard a big thump.
You'll get one more.
How did he block my Warhammer strike? That is some BS. Should not be able to block this. This is the type of weapon that can just go right through a shield and just fucking fracture your wrist. Kinda, but they're not like as good as they could be. It takes a while to get really good at bow skill without being a murderer. It's really easy to get it up if you're a murderer, but if you're not like a murderer just killing townspeople, it's actually kind of difficult. Dude, I'm actually fucking them up with this Warhammer. Oh yeah, you little bitches. Oh, damn, this thing is powerful. Damn. Wait, I hear someone rattling in armor. Where the fuck was that? Oh, look, an archer. Get him, dog.
Get him.
That was funny. I just poked him right in the fucking face and he died. Alright, I'm gonna take that. Oh, they do. They do. Especially if I tell my dog to, like, go nuts on them, they'll start attacking him. Because the dogs in this game can put people in a grapple hold, where they have to, like, use a fuck ton of their stamina up to get out of it. But it does hurt the dog to do that to them. These traders just got murdered. I kind of miss using my axe a little bit though. Holy fucking shit's a lot of dead people. My goodness. that shit nasty. Well, you know, like they say, Gohan, nasty habits for nasty people. Heavy battle axe, yeah, take that. That's worth picking up. Well, he's a fucking dog. He's a fucking dog. He doesn't understand what that means anyways. They're gonna hurt him. There we go. Alright, just dump all this stuff in there. Oh, I'd absolutely want to beat the shit out of him. I mean, if they're in my house and I saw them do that, I'd probably just immediately punch them. I mean, if they're all really gonna, if they're gonna just like be violent, like, nah, fuck that. What the fuck? Yo, okay, hold up, dog. Okay, look, I understand you want to be helpful and go hunt, but please stop hunting.
No one's a match for me.
Kill bandits for me instead. Thank you. He like turns, all of a sudden he like turns yellow and has a yellow like health bar. I'm like, oh shit, not this again. Yeah, he'd be like, fuck you, I am the strongest. I don't bow to little peasants like you. It's like, hey, I am not a peasant, goddammit. I am for the Han! Yes. There it is. And then he's like, fuck you. Just to show that they never stood a chance. You saw very much a loot.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. It reminds me when you're playing fucking Final Fantasy VII. I just kept hearing the mission, the battle successful theme, you know. Dun 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 dun. Battle complete. Dun 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 dun. It's almost like a broken record. It almost sounded like you busted your game because they kept doing that so much. I'm like, Gohan, did you break your game? It just keeps doing that over and over.
Why doesn't everyone accept my opinion is universally correct? That's too loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Ollie does not like this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Ollie has told me multiple times that he fucking hates Nice Guy's guts. He mutes them all the... I don't think he's ever unmuted Nice Guy. be honest. I don't think I've ever really heard him say anything much about you. But I remember he was pretty vocal about what I was like, how do you feel about Nice Guy? Put that away. He's secretly plotting to get rid of you. Oh, Porygon? Does Porygon in the newer games get a special ability called, it's called Epilepsy?
Yeah!
He should have a new ability called Epilepsy, and he just gives the opponent epilepsy and they have a seizure and die.
Yeah!
Oh, it's so fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking saw that, I saw, like, that banned clip. I understand why it was banned. That shit was bright as fuck. And it kinda sucks, though, because Porygon wasn't even the one who did it. It was this fucking Pikachu.
Yeah! Yeah!
Was it something sexual related? Max would probably be like, yes. But like, oh god, of course it is.
God save you. God be with you. Yeah! Yeah!
I know that's from Final Fantasy, but I cannot remember what is the name of that song. Yeah, of course, but like, oh, I've heard it. Yeah, of course, 'cause it's good stuff. I can't help it. Like, even if I don't play Final Fantasy, it doesn't matter because it has such memorable music. It's like, how do you not remember that? You know? Oh yeah, he's got something's wrong with his gastro system. But if it's like really like raunchy, nasty smelling, then yeah. Trust me from personal experience. Yeah, fucking it's gross.
God's blessing. See you later.
Oh god, well that's an apocalypse we're just not meant to survive then, I'm sorry. We need like fucking magic at that point to survive that shit. I mean if you had like powerful enough magic, then yeah, probably. I mean, if you had powerful enough magic, what if you took like the best type of material and made it into armor that's like And like this material is like, it was like the most sensitive to like magic. So you could like, heavily enchant the fuck out of it to make it really powerful. And then just get the right kind of person that's strong enough to use it. And then you essentially have a living tank. A walking, talking, living, breathing tank. And, oh yeah, we'll go to the blacksmith here. Sell my stuff to him.
How's it go? Take care.
Oh, that we definitely do. Oh yeah. Especially if you have gastro problems like me, you're gonna have issues like that. It's gross. Fucking nasty. No, there's just something up with your dog's intestines, man. Something going on in their bowels and guts. Maybe. Well, I think just kind of like cats, they're born with these worms, you know? It's a genetic thing. Yeah, he's trying to save you money. He's basically saying, look, don't spend the money because it's not going to make a difference. I think, yeah, that's what, yeah. There's probably a more technical name for it, but it's pretty much what you just said. Oh god. I need to buy more repair kits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I kind of have a down like cycle, you know, I just feel kind of crappy. I kind of just, I don't know. Well, let's go get my this furnace. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I hope I can. May the Lord watch over you.
Pretty much, yep. Yes, sir. Oh, they have a lot of experience with animals, so they, you know. But sometimes animals are really protective, and even if that person's nice to them, the animal will still be like really defensive, you know. Oh yeah. That's what that sounded like.
Yeah.
It just sounds kind of funny. Demon fairy. And they're really getting creative there, aren't they? Now fucking Dragon Ball Super, when it comes back, we're gonna get the demonic angel arc, you know? I'm gonna go to the demon world and shit.
Good luck then.
Well, I mean, he was like super perfect cell level, which is, yeah, like a demon king, as in like he was in charge of like a kingdom, like a small kingdom, but not like. No, he's. Well, I mean, look, dude. Think about it this way: there were kings who ruled small nations and kings who ruled great fucking nations. You know, there were big kings and small kings. It's like knights. You know, not all knights were of the same quality. Some knights had the best quality training and were in good shape. Some knights weren't in as good of shape, but they were capable of being a knight because they had the social status from being born in a rich family, and yada yada yada, you know. You can kind of think of like, it's like, you think about it this way: Deborah, sure, he was powerful, but he wasn't like god tier or anything. Oh yeah, because his sister came along later in terms of when she was a conceived character. So it makes sense, like, since she was added later, yeah, but, like, you have to understand, there's a trope with Dragon Ball characters that are antagonists. Usually when an antagonist is brought in later on in the story, they're usually more powerful than previous ones, right? Like, Kid Buu is more powerful than Cell, Cell is more powerful than Frieza, Frieza is more powerful than Vegeta, Vegeta is more powerful than King Piccolo. King Piccolo is more powerful than General Tao, you know, etc. Except Hercule wasn't an antagonist. He was a joke character. Always has been, always will be. Yeah, remember they had that Bruce Lee wannabe in original Dragon Ball, and he got beat up so quick by Goku? Hercule is no, no. This guy was a legit Bruce Lee, or yeah, he was like a Bruce Lee wannabe in Dragon Ball. Yeah, like Kid Goku beat him up. Like that's how long ago this was. Long time ago. Alright, is my inventory empty? Yes, it is. We're gonna be a smart lad, and we're gonna buy more repair kits.
God be with you.
There you go, bud. Maybe. Well, Zamasu would have got fucked up if he just tried fighting everyone at once. Zamasu knew that wouldn't work, so he's like, alright, I gotta be smart about this. Definitely, but remember when Ginyu took over Goku's body, he just wasn't instantly able to go full power with it, like, right away? Yeah, but the thing about Ginyu is he was used to that technique. That was his technique. It's not like Ginyu used that technique for the first time.
Yeah.
That would work sense in the that would work sense in the anime context, because the anime kind of did that, where he just shat out the that rose form like right away. But in the manga, like he doesn't have that kind of power right away. He has to like actually work kind of hard to get it.
Yeah.
In the manga, I'm not sure if he gets Rose in the manga until later, but if he does, it's like right before he fuses into Zamasu, like Fusamasu, basically. Yeah, but like in the manga, he did not have Rose for a while. The anime was way different. He got rosé very quickly in the anime. I mean, very fucking fast. Like, just lickety split, bam, boom. You know, he's got it. All right, so we've got all of our stuff repaired. We have repair kits up the wazoo. Should be ready to rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, how much money you have doesn't quantify how worthy you are of taking care of something. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they only take him to the vet when it's fucking serious. Yeah. Well, you know, but these rich assholes who are just cushioned with cash, you know, they don't really realize how it is to have, you know, a very limited budget, to have the fortune of being, you know, wealthy or successful. Alright, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Off to Red Eye we go. Obviously a fucking dragon. Dinosaurs don't breathe fucking fire. And they don't... Well, okay, some of them do fly, but... I'm pretty sure a pterodactyl is nowhere the size of what, like, a mythological dragon would be.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what kind of dragon are we talking about. Are we talking about European dragons? The ones that are like monsters that we gotta slay, you know? Or are we talking about like Chinese or Asian dragons that have like divine wisdom or powers and they can grant wishes and stuff? Because, you know,
Yeah.
that do be like that.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so even when you don't like actually feel sad, that still can be considered depression. Like if you don't feel like doing the things you normally love to do when you want to have like enjoyment, that's a sign of like minor depression.
Damn it, I wish I was able to swim. Yeah.
I have like a bin to throw trash
Yeah.
in and people don't use the fucking bin because they're disgusting pigs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. Well, it took me quite a bit of a journey to get here, especially with all the bandits on the way, but I'm here now. Alright, Kuno.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief. But what do you want to know?
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easy. Especially when your father's a fool. And your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh.
It's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickvold Castle, but that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynes. And my father only leased it. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order because her family wouldn't let her marry him. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynes.
You might have been after a bit of both.
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Well, I can see the convenience of it. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames. Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ. Sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up.
So this guy I'm talking to used to
get to
be
my
a
father.
rich, noble lord.
Well, my little brother. The lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. Then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near a Kovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you could turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
Okay.
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Colleen with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling to Colleen same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Colleen is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later, word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head. And I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick, so he somehow squared things with the city council.
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time, and how could I refuse him?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fella. Nearly every time he was right. And the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Ah.
Those Behrman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers. They're reliable. As long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletchy. For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two, then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of, but wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsk. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. Fellas kept asking him what he was after. Of course, he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Bearman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch.
Damn, I want to fight this guy.
A man who
He's
can
that
do
strong.
that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your back? Especially one who didn't talk.
No, I figured if he can't talk, he can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
What about Jakey?
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
You're
This
pretty
is kind
hard
of
on him, eh?
interesting, though.
And the others keep him on his toes, too.
Boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough.
This guy's got a whole band of bastards.
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth.
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished.
Oh.
It's a long and twisted story. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent.
Well, nobles can be very devout sometimes.
Not my old man. He cursed like a tanner's hand. More than once, he threatened to take a whip to our parish priest.
Oh my god.
Anyway, my mother never had
He's
strong
gonna whip
nerves.
the priest.
Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was...
Oh yeah. And his whole like family's estate burned down. God damn.
Should we ride out?
Let's do it.
No point in going out now. It'll soon be dark. Come back at first light and we'll get...
Alright.
You can sleep here in the camp if you want. There's room enough. And you ought to get better acquainted with the fellas.
Well, Henry is very hungry now. Oh man, I can imagine if you tried stealing from these guys and they caught you, they'd probably get real fucking pissed. Stephen. The merry band of bastards. Isn't there like a really... I could just go to the town and buy some food if I have to.
Yeah. 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 Woo. Yeah.
Hiya, hiya. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Fucking hard ass. Hello, ale house lady.
God save.
God save ye.
Take care.
You guys not sell dried meat here? That's fucking annoying. Okay, since you don't sell dried meat,
Could do with a bite to eat.
yeah, we'll probably just drink some beer or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We have dried fruit on us. We got. Okay. Euthanize, yeah. Oh, it's really fucked up, but you know they don't really care. They're trying. I think when you go to the pound, don't you have to pay money to take one of the dogs? Yeah, they're trying to make money off the dogs, basically. There you go. Okay, I think we're good to go. I want to take maybe just a couple extra bandages. You know, we'll be getting into a lot of fights. That's right.
God be with you.
There we go. You know, Juno was like, yeah, sorry, we're not going on patrol at, like, the middle of the night. I'm like, oh, you're afraid of a few bandits, huh? Okay, well, fine. Maybe he just doesn't want to deal with you not being able to fucking see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we ride out?
Oh, you'd like to ride out, would you? Wouldn't you rather leave us sitting here on our asses, waiting for you a few more days?
Sorry, I had a job to take care of.
A job? I believe Radzig assigned you to us. So this is your fucking job!
Except I am also the master hunter of Talmberg, which you don't seem to understand because you don't get out very often.
Sir Radzig.
You can call him what you like, Henry. Just remember you're riding with us. I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything interesting that way?
North of here, Samapesh and Merhoyed are that way, and Talmberg is a bit further on. There's stables in Merhoyed.
I wouldn't mind paying a visit to those stables. We can go through there.
And from there?
From there, we'll follow our noses. Something interesting is sure to turn up. Feel it in my bones. Mount up and let's go.
Sure. Chief.
That's actually kind of cool that he reacts to you if you make him wait, though. He's like, you made us wait forever. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, when you're a master hunter and the bailiff of a town, you know, you kind of have obligations. It's actually kind of cool though. We're all marching together. Dun 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 dun, marching. Dun 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 dun. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen. Probably gonna get into a lot of fighting. Or investigating. Or maybe a little bit of both.
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Jan?
The scent of chamomile wafting from the hillsides.
Among other things.
Ah, like the rounded hills, rising, purpling, all soft and pink in the sunlight.
And the fertile valley below, spreading wide and inviting.
Dew glistening in a mossy hollow.
Good, they're getting all
Sweet
fucking
aroma
poetic.
of honey in the air.
The sturdy poplar, standing tall and erect.
Aye. It reminds me of that day. That day when the two of us fucked Fletcher's ma.
Very droll. He'd make a stuffed bug.
Your ma's a stuffed bird. I stuffed her myself.
This guy's a fucking dick.
I can't smell any chamomile.
Well, men, how are things?
May I?
Yes, Fletch?
How shall I put it? I'm a little concerned about the prospects in these parts, Chief.
Oh? How's that?
I've been looking around, and if you'll pardon me, it seems to me that we've been stuck for a long time in the arsehole of beyond.
It's not Paris, France, I'll grant you.
What I mean to say is...
They're probably trying to voice volume up a little.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat re...
It
makes me uneasy, Chief.
I see. What about the rest of you?
I don't know what Fletcher's moaning about. There's plenty of booze and loose wenches nearby.
Not to mention fools in the taverns who don't know when to stop rolling those dice.
Dangler?
It's the arsehole of Beyond everywhere we go. It always makes me uneasy.
Jakey?
Fletch can complain. I was supposed to get a suit of armor, and all I got was a shitty kettle hat.
Sorry, but they don't do homeworks in girl sizes.
I like Kuno's,
How did you get yours then?
kinda nice
All
voice.
right, I appreciate your honesty, lads. Don't worry, there will be plunder. We're here to fight, and to the victor the spoils. That's how it's always been, but no purse of silver will shed blood for you on the battlefield. That's what this company is for. And I hope you never forget the golden rule. You can joke all you want, moan all you want, but nothing will keep your skins in one piece better than trusting your leader, who you choose by your own free will. So don't ever forget that.
Amen.
Oh yeah. I like the old music in general, but the new music is okay.
Chief, think there's something going on over there.
Let's go! Behind me, and keep your eyes peeled. What do you think we can expect this time, fellas?
Groschen, hidden in a piss pot under the bed. A nice chunk of beef. No one there will be eating.
On account of it'd just fall out through the holes in their bellies, eh, brother?
My mouth is already
Guys are a
watering,
bunch
brother,
of scumbags.
and I ain't even touched the purse yet.
Once you get your hands on some loot, I'll be happy
really
to play
are
you
a
for
bunch
your
of
hard-earned
mercenaries.
groschen back at the camp.
Poor old Fletch never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Futility and human suffering, like always.
I wouldn't be
Always full of good
surprised.
cheer, eh, Dangler? Why don't you take a leaf out of Stone's book? Shut
These are the type of guys that if you just attack them randomly, they'd be like, alright, motherfucker, it's game on. Alright, so let's have a look around here. Apparently somebody was pillaging.
There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues and question the survivors, if there are any.
God almighty. Looks like it happened fast.
Jesus. Somebody just like plowed through all these people.
No signs of resistance. They simply slaughtered them like animals. Jesus Christ, what a massacre.
Fucking just destroyed everything in here. Huh. He's praying for their very recently slaughtered souls.
This one smells pretty good for a stiff.
That's a really weird thing to say, Yan. I think Yan is a necrophiliac.
Still smouldering. Whoever torched it can't have got very far.
What's that?
He was like inspecting this dead guy's corpse, and he was like, "This one smells pretty good for a stiff." I'm like, "Oh God, that's the last thing I wanted to hear you fucking say." Oh. Oh shit! They left a fucking some kind of letter, and it was on a shield. What?
Kuno will want to know about this.
House of Zol? Oh shit. Looks like we got some kind of, some, like, noble family that's, responsible for this. No, I'm reading this book. Sir Hagen Zoll, this noble lord that apparently has it out for the one that I'm serving, which would be Sir Radzig of Kobala. Yep. Well, it's obviously not good news. Alright, Kuno,
Hey.
I'll let you know what's going on there, dude.
I found this shield in a shed along with a letter. Seems like someone left us a message.
Show me that. I know that, Chris. It's the House of Zul. A dangerous lot, God's truth. I don't think we'll find anything else here. We'll stay here a while, just in case. And you should go and report to Radzig what happened.
What do you know about these Zuls?
A family of impoverished nobles. They fought in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia. But what they're after in Bohemia, I've no idea.
I'll ride out right away.
Go. Ride like the devil. If they openly left a message like that, then I reckon there's trouble on the horizon.
I really did fuck this town up. Alright, so where is Sir Radzig? Oh, you can actually try to... Hold up, you can actually... It says... The quest says that you can actually try to find the people that did this right away. I'm gonna try to do that. How do I talk to him again? Oh, I can't talk to Kuno again. So we need to find traces of something. Let's have a quick look. Maybe we can figure something
They turned the
out.
place over good and proper.
Worthless trinkets. Not even Fletch could flog this lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
is the Radzig? I have no fucking idea. He's all the way back in Red Eye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hey, who's that?
Yeah.
Gotta love having a horse in this game. What would I do without it? Only.
Yeah.
What the?
Greetings. What business have you?
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news. We came across a burnt-out farm near Merhoyed.
Christ! It seems Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
Now, this is something else, sir. We found a shield there with a crest. A tricolour star on a blue field.
I know that coat of arms, unfortunately. It's the House of Zul.
There was a letter there, too.
Show it to me. Although I think I already know what it will say.
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence. I challenge you to face me in a duel, defend your honor. An ignominious wretch, Well, that's nice. Signed, Hagen Zul. As I expected, old grievances coming back to haunt me.
Yeah, it seems like your past just loves haunting you, Radzig. It sure does.
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
Well, I'd like to hear the whole story, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. It began in the first year of King Wenceslas's reign. He sent me to resolve a dispute between the Zuls and a neighboring house. It concerned land boundaries. The Zuls had refused to accept the ruling of the land court. His Majesty's position was a little shaky after his coronation. So a decision was made in the royal court to take radical action against any dissent in the kingdom. Since the Zul family was defying the king, we were obliged to punish them. Harshly, as the circumstances demanded. The head of the family, Hagen's father, was hanged, their castle razed to the ground, and their property confiscated.
Well, that's
so
pretty,
they're out for vengeance.
Yeah.
But you acted according to the law.
Would it were that simple, lad. I was young and didn't realize the repercussions it would bring. For one thing, the king didn't use it to strengthen his position. On the contrary, he took less and less interest in such affairs.
How come?
Because he realized things would eventually sort themselves out. He promoted me to royal hetman, leaving him to pursue other interests. Secondly, my actions essentially created another band of robbers. When you strip a nobleman of his property, you can't expect him to take to begging. And thirdly, I wasn't aware at the time that the other party to the dispute was distantly related to me. Naturally, that made it look like I was acting in self-interest. If I'd known what I know today, I'd have been a lot more circumspect.
This Sir Hagen wants to challenge you to a duel.
Apparently, he still hopes I will agree to this kind of outmoded solution to disputes.
But surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel. What about your honor?
Henry, my boy, honor is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high regard. But in time, you'll learn that some matters are not so straightforward.
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last 15 years and become a courtier. Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia, and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honor, but an abuse of honor. Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying.
I see.
But I'm
what
not
you're
such a
saying,
fool as to
though.
play by his rules.
You're saying you don't want to fight him because you know this asshole's been in and out of combat extensively for like a decade, just fighting non-stop, and you don't want to get murdered. Alright, fair enough. Why don't you just make me fight him then? I'll kick his fucking ass. And his merry band of mercenaries.
What happened between you and Sir Hagen?
That's a long story.
Oh yeah, I could ask him that again.
Well, what are we going to do about this?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's marauding around these parts, the greater the chances that I'll finally have to succumb to his conditions.
So you'd fight him, if it came to that?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge. Maybe it's coin he's after. Who knows?
All right. We'll deal with him, sir.
I'm sure you will, Henry.
Oh, we definitely will. We're gonna fuck him up.
I'd like to ask something about this Sir Hagen.
Sure.
God be with you.
Alright, Sir Radzig. Oh, yeah, hold up. Where is Sir Hans? I need to talk to him. Is he hanging out up here? Ah, there you are, Sir Hans.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sahanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error of my ways. and he said to bring you too.
What has it got to do with me?
Plenty. You're in it with me ever since that hunt.
All right, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
I suppose so. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. But I see it wasn't necessary. You look as smart as any courtier.
Thanks. I'll try my best.
So I see. But you can come and get those clothes later anyway. They're a little worn, but they're as fine as anything you'll get in the county.
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle.
My lord?
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We
like
were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are. But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout.
Oh, I know why he's saying this to Hans.
That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too.
Yeah, I hate it when people
So
talk
I
like
have
their
to
gods
sit
do. That
gaping
shit
like a
annoys me.
stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge.
Yep.
That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson... Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's
sorry.
sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility.
Yeah, basically, Sir Hanush is
I have a job for you.
annoyed that
Maybe that will keep you
Hans
out of
is
mischief.
just he's a layabout,
So
just
Milota
drinking every
Uncle
day
Leshner has turned
instead
up
of
here.
you know
Do you know him?
wanting to be a lord.
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulfrin of Camburg. That name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too. A cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulfrin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair. After all, maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, Ben.
Damn. So we're actually doing two different quests at the same time. It's kind of complicated. Wait, what? Oh, shit. I just kept telling myself, like, you're gonna have to... I mean, even, no matter how much I tried to mentally condition myself, when it finally happened, it still was painful.
Sir Hanish sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
I have some, trophies.
Let's see. Quite a collection. My boy, you're God's own avenging angel.
I know, don't mind if I, indulge.
I'd like to learn to fight better with an axe.
Certainly.
I want to achieve master.
All right, but... Now, pay close.
Nice.
Good health to you.
Alright, Sir Radzig, let's mount up, like you said, and let's get going.
Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that. I'm not going on that.
Oh, that's right, because Capon's not suited up in armor.
Undoubtedly, Sir Hans. I just meant for your own safety.
I know what you meant, Captain. Forget it.
Very well, Your Grace.
Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine, Melodus?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna. Wolfen belongs to a distant branch of my family, which... well, let's just say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estates.
I heard the same, only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
That they're cursed? Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like, but I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
I meant no offense, Captain. Well, tell me all about it then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about the Camberg clan from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit, I'm almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he cursed them, and I couldn't blame them.
Why's that?
Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
No, he was born that way. You see, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, she fell pregnant. They say she went to a witch to get rid of the child. Only she ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived. He was disfigured. Wilhelm. witch cheated her, and instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Not sure how that one works, but, you know.
Good Lord, how dreadful. Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough. He turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. Cursed everything and everyone in his path, started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his
Good
death.
day, Henry.
He sent for a
Good
priest,
day.
not just to give him the last rites, because he was afraid
Wait,
the devil would come out of him and... Whoa!
Sweet
Slow down!
Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the stories my
Midas
nurses used to
and
tell
Cyril.
me. How
I
are we
sent them
supposed
to
to
scout
deal
ahead.
with a monster like
Those
that?
bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
My horse is so fucking fast, theirs just can't keep up. I know, right? My dog is so loyal. Alright. No, I'm basically doing 2 quests at once. Doing the Band of Bastards, which basically for that I gotta go back up and meet up with that one warrior looking guy that had that he had like that knotted beard. And we're also doing this one, which is related to Captain Bernard. Apparently we're gonna meet up with one of Captain Bernard's relatives.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wolflin is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king in Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wolflin?
Nothing in particular. Just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camber clan is cursed.
How are you related?
Miloda, Wolfen, and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolfen's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to a witch to get rid of it. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended up having 5.
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the Countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him.
He must be a pretty good bandit if people say death has no power over him.
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsens are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
Yeah, your men are a bunch of knuckleheads.
All right, Captain. I'll do that. Where are the farms?
One is uphill from Neuhoff, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp. God be with you.
Depends if they look nice.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even that loud. Oh yeah, yeah, fuck yeah. It's like an anxiety attack waiting to happen.
Good day to you.
Have you seen a horse? A dappled grey?
My old woman saw him, and she didn't catch him, the silly cow. We could have had a feast. The sausages we could have... The grey, you say?
Aye. A dappled grey.
What, you eat horse?
Do you eat horse meat often?
We eat wherever comes our way, Goodman. These days, a man can't be too fussy.
Oh, I forget most people are poor in this
well,
game.
Thanks.
May the Lord watch over you.
Hello, lady. I need to have a little chat with
Good
you.
afternoon.
Have you seen a horse running this way? A dappled grey?
I have, by Christ. I was coming with brushwood from the woods, and he almost knocked me down. Just before the farm, at the crossroads.
And did you see which way you went?
South, along the road towards Neuhoff.
Thank you for your help.
May the Lord watch over you.
Oh, lady, I'm not done chatting with you yet.
Captain
Yes,
Bernard
now
sent me.
to talk.
It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So your husband was outside?
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes. I was. Mostly.
So, were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
What? Yeah, lady, you're not making sense.
Let's get one or two things straight. I'm here under orders from Captain Bernard, and that robber baron who came here crippled his cousin and killed 2 of his men.
What's that got to do with me?
Just so you know, the captain is very keen to see justice done, and it would not be wise to obstruct him.
My God, what have I done to deserve this?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
Well, wait, I wouldn't be...
They came a few days ago,
for nothing.
took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
That was very Christian of you, considering they came to rob you.
All I cared about was that they wouldn't kill us.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
I understand. They threatened you.
They didn't exactly threaten me. They didn't have to. But if they get away from you, they'll come back and get revenge.
Don't worry. We'll take care of them.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
God be with you.
Alright. Need this lady to show me where these bandits are so I can fuck their shit up. Oh, no, well, we're getting to that. Like I said, I got 2 big quests to do right now. One is DLC related, one is, I think, part of the vanilla game. We're doing one of the vanilla quests right now. It's a new quest that I haven't ever done before and completed.
I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for.
Oh, yeah.
The camp's not far away in this direction.
The Witcher is based all around
don't worry.
fantasy.
I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Alright, so they should be in this direction from where she was pointing at. So, I want to have my horse sitting right here. That way I can just... Pretty good idea.
Looks like I found it. I'd better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
What? Why would I just go and... No, we're not gonna be a pussy and run away. We're gonna take these motherfuckers out right now. I ain't no little baby back bitch. And I don't need a fucking army to fight a bunch of bandits. Alright. Take one of these. Actually, take 2 of those. And then... drink one of these. Good. Okay. Actually, you wanted to... You know what? Hold up. Since we're up here, I might actually be able to hit them with the bow. Do I have any... I do have Bowman's Brew on me. Okay.
Mother, who's there? Well now, look what's come crawling out from under something. Gone weak at the knee. Look at this. No fucking hell. You're dead. Get back.
Yeah.
What's the matter, lost your balls? That all you got?
I wouldn't be thinking about losing my balls if you don't want to get hit, bud.
You.
No. There we go.
You'll get one more. Haven't even started yet.
You haven't started yet, huh? Alright, this fucking dude behind me is getting on my nerves.
Gone weak at the knees,
have you?
Oh wow, I've still blocked that. Huh. Come here, bitches.
Is that all you've got?
You're dead. Come here. I hate that fucking attack where they fucking force your camera to go to the right or left. It's annoying. Oh, now you want to keep using fucking shit like that, huh? Rip post, bitch.
Hey, who's there?
I got armor to protect.
Bring it on! Fuck!
Ow, what the fuck are they hitting me with now?
What's going on there?
Oh, they got pole arms. Oh, shit. Jesus, the pole arms are what I'm worried about.
From under some rock.
Alright, you know what? You can play at that game. Come on.
Yeah. I'll find
you. You got archers and pole arms, I have a horse.
Yeah.
Let's see who wins. Oh, I don't know how the fuck that didn't hit. The guy like ran right into my attack too. Oh, I got you, bitch.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Fuck you, polearm user. Come on, bitch. Oh, he finally got me. Oh, but he didn't knock me over. I think he did some damage to me, though. Yeah, I think he did. We're gonna go down here for a second. Alright. What? Another game. Fucking, I hate it when it makes me think that I'm able to, whatchamacalls it. It makes you think that you're able to use consumables and then it just fucking cucks you and doesn't. I didn't bring any Bane with me? Oh, that's kind of silly of me to not do. Whatever. Alright. Okay. What? God damn. Okay.
What? Answer to my prayers, just when I want.
What's the matter?
Not so tough without all your friends to help you, huh, bitch? Come on.
Bollocks! these, have you? Now, you're...
Fucking motherfuckers. You thought I was done, huh?
Hey, who's that?
It's time for round 2. Come here.
What's that? Ah!
Bitch. Who needs reinforcements? I am the reinforcements.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Ah!
Oh, I got him. Have I ever watched what? Oh no, do what you gotta do, man. I mean, I'm not there to like look at him, so I mean, I don't know. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be here. I need to get these quests done. Like, it's time to do them. There's been another game I've wanted to get back into for like a very long time, for like quite a few years, but haven't thought about getting back into it until last year or so, but I never bothered doing it. And I want to finish this up before I even think about doing anything like that. So that's why I'm kind of like, yeah, I need to get on with this. I've done enough grinding, I've leveled up plenty, I'm pretty tough in the game now. I mean, I just fought all of these bandits. There was a lot of them. I mean, it was definitely not just a bandit or two. It was like a freaking army, and I fought them. And if I can do that, then, you know, I can definitely go very far in this game. And I did it all without poison either. Poison would have really helped a lot, because all I would have to do is cause them to bleed just a single time, and the poison would kick in. Dealt with all those bastards, now I can just loot them and do anything we need to do here. Oh, hello, Mr. Bandit. Go get him, doggy. Dog, I told you to... Oh, yeah. Food restored. Let's just make sure we didn't miss anybody. Plunder, loot, and all man could desire. Yeah, no, we're Let's ride our horse out. What the? Oh, I don't know why I thought you were a fucking bandit. What the hell's wrong with me? Wait, is Captain Bernard back in that camp still? Aye, he is. Okay then. So
yeah.
Wait a minute, this road just goes nowhere. What the fuck? Where the fuck am I? Hold on. This road goes... Oh! Hold up. We need to look for another road and then take a left. Yep. And there we go. Oh, look at that lady.
Yeah.
I mean, Count Bernard's probably gonna shit himself when he realizes that I just took out, like, a fucking army by myself with no help. Hey, Captain Bernard. Or maybe he'll yell at me for some weird reason. He'll be like, how dare you risk your life to try to do that all by yourself, blah, 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 blah.
Wolflin's already dead.
Are you serious? How do you know?
That's easy. I killed him myself.
But what happened?
Well, I figured if Wolflin was dead, his gang would disband. So, I killed him.
Jesus Christ! Are you mad, Henry? You went there on your own? Well, I suppose I should go and see for myself.
Like, you're fucking insane.
You better ride to Ratai and report to Sir Hanush. He won't believe his ears.
Yes, Captain.
Yeah, he'll be like, how did you do that? Be like, I'm a fucking legend. Well, it's good to see that your men are not, busting themselves too hard on the job, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you guys have fun. Wait. We gotta go back to Sir Radstick. Hold on here. Where is Sir Radstick? Is he still in Rat-Eye? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, did I repair my fucking, like, clothing, too? Okay, I did. We all good, man. We all good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've killed so many bandits, you know, at this point, it's like, I just was like, you know what, what's the point of going back, and I could just hunt this motherfucker down right now. Hunt him down.
Yeah.
Sir Radstick
You blind, for Christ's sake, there's people walking here.
What the fuck? Holy shit, Sir Hanush. Wait, Sir Hanush carries a mace? Oh my god, I didn't know he carried a mace.
Greetings. What do you need?
I have news from the camp, Sir Hanush.
Speak.
Unfortunately, we couldn't avoid a skirmish.
Where's Hans? I hope he's not...
There's no need to worry, my lord. Lord Capon's alive and well. Lord Capon is busy celebrating.
So you succeeded?
Wulfen is dead, and his men routed. Captain Bernard and the others are hunting them down in the woods right now.
By God, that's excellent news. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Don't even need to give me gold at this point. Oh, wow, he just gave me a really nice piece of armor. I already have a copy of that. I already have... You know what? You can never have too many, You can never have too many cuirasses because those can break pretty quick. Not quickly, but they can break very often because it's one of the main targets that someone's going to swing for when they hit you.
Sir, I met the parish priest of Uzhitz, and I must say he's a very interesting man.
I should say so. Have you ever seen him at swordplay? Not bad for a man of the cloth, is he? Rumor has it, when he finished his studies at the university where his father sent him, he decided the religious life wasn't for him, and vanished to foreign parts. They say he made a living as a mercenary. I even heard he fought against the Turk at the Battle of Kosovo. But then he suddenly came back and settled down here. No doubt it cost his family plenty, but he's a fair man and I'm fond of him. There's a lot to be said for a priest with a good understanding of vice.
Damn straight.
Henry, just the man I want to see. I need help with something.
What's the problem, sir?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Uzhitz. I don't know why exactly, but the rumor is that he's on the hunt for heretics, which frankly never meant any good, especially for me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not really up on religious ranks, sir. What does a vicar do, exactly?
You don't have to apologize. It's the devil's own work to make sense of their twisted hierarchy. The vicar is short for vicarious, meaning in place of. He has full power to act on his superior's behalf.
I see.
In this case, sadly, the superior in question is that nincompoop, Archbishop Zbigniew Hare of Hassenburg.
That's a mouthful of a name.
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might truly be on the hunt for heretics, which wouldn't be good news. Or it's equally possible he's here to size up my estate, which would be even worse.
Oh, he's spying on you?
And then what?
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to assist him.
Okay. I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
Okay. I don't know if you saw me fighting in the woods earlier, but I took on that whole guy's army by myself and won. It was intense.
And what if there really are heretics?
My boy, my boy. Have you ever seen a heretic?
No.
There, you see. I haven't either. Most of the time the prelates just invent them to scare folk with. So don't put much faith in their existence.
But
what if there really are some? Then deal with them. But make sure that interfering bastard gets out of here.
Are you at odds with the Archbishop in some way, sir?
No, I've never even seen him. But that's no guarantee he doesn't have his eye on my estate.
But how could he get his hands on it?
He's an archbishop. They have long fingers, my boy. And now, without the king around, it's the perfect time to amass a nice little hoard.
Oh. Okay.
Believe me, I know. They say in Prague that he's a complete dolt. But I rather doubt that.
Why?
All the Hare clan are as shrewd as they come. I know that better than most.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this guy's related to that one hunter dude that I ran into a while ago.
Very well. I'll get going straight away.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergymen are wily weasels. So take care.
I'll be careful.
God, there's so
Don't worry,
much
Sir
less in this
Hannes.
game.
God be with you.
Left, right, and center. Let's just try to keep track of all of this. We could probably solve this one really easily just by talking to him. My speech is pretty high. I could probably just convince him to leave. I probably won't have to do that much. Oh. Wait. Oh man, he's real far away. Oh shit. Well, we'll have to do that in a little bit here. Probably should actually, hold on, let me just check out something. I've heard a few things, but I haven't really looked into it because I'm not really, I don't really, fuck around with Microsoft these days. Well. So I was just combing the map to see if I can notice any quest markers that I'm trying to track. Nah, okay. Don't know where Sir Hans of Capon is right now, but I'm not going to worry too much about that right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
God be with you.
You.
Yeah.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a new Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, am I carrying loot on me? Oh, yeah, I am. Okay, yeah, we need to dump all that shit. I do not want to be carrying all this extra armor on me when I'm going to go out and probably end up getting more of it by getting into fights anyways. I know that feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Your dog's a little too young to just. What I was talking about was when they get really, really old, they'll slowly lose their appetite and they'll start getting skinny and have less energy and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was it you said again? That the letter B is a wench with a belly on her. Ain't it fate that Bearman starts with a pregnant woman? Know any Latin insults? De fute futueo et cabalum tuum? What's it mean? Horse, that's fucking good. You're priceless, you are.
How do you even understand him? My god. How do you even do it, bro? Oh yeah, of course you can't talk to the stone. He doesn't have a tongue. Poor bastard.
Can you tell me something about yourself, Jan?
Why not? I haven't been to confession for a while.
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
Ah, it's nothing new for me and my brother. We've been fighting for coin since we were old enough to carry swords. Last time we rode with one Lombardian by the name of Collini. All over Bavaria, Austria and that.
What happened? Did you fall out?
Nah, we just wanted to come back to Bohemia. You know how it is. Where no one understands a word you say, it ain't worth a damn.
You and Petter seem very close.
As brothers should be, lad.
To tell the truth, I'd never have guessed the two of you came from the same mother.
Oh, we've got the same ma, all right. I ain't got no ma, and neither does he. And the same goes for our pa. It's probably Satan himself.
Oh. I'm a bit confused. You're not actually brothers?
We might be. We might not. A band of mercenaries found us in a village when I was still a baby.
These times they really did
Better,
believe,
hardly walking.
in Satan,
Laying in the
to
dirt
extent
together we was.
where
Their
they
leader
were
took a
fearful
shine
of
to us
them
for
and
some
they
reason.
thought everything was
He
cursed.
took us away and raised us up. Raised us with swords for playthings
Of course,
and
they were
ale
always
for
skeptics
mother's
even
milk.
back then.
A few years later, he was killed in Saxony. The band fell apart, but we joined another right away. That's the way it's been, ever since, over and over.
So you two never had... well,
A normal life. We ride from one fight to another, risking our necks and killing who they pay us to kill. That's normal for us. Always has been.
We're talking about, like, the Chinese people blaming the natural disasters on God, saying it's God punishing the communists. I've heard a lot of stuff like that. There's this one statue in China that's like, it's like kind of in the middle of the wilderness to an extent. It's like this ancient statue that was built like hundreds of years ago. And it recently, this year, started flooding again, meaning like the water near it, because this statue is built right on a river. And the water near it hadn't flooded up to like the feet of the statue until like I think it was the year 1947, which was the year that the Chinese Communist Party that's when they went for power and pretty much took over the country. So people think it's a sign. People like Chinese people, especially the ones that are superstitious, they really do believe that it's a sign of the heavens that China's communist regime is destined to fall or something like that. I have heard that before.
what do you think about this business with Hagen Zul?
That's a very tricky matter, I can tell you. Them Zuls are well known among us mercenaries. Hagen and his two brothers fought in the Margraviate Wars. That's quite a feather to have in your cap. On the other hand, they've got their weaknesses.
Like what?
They still like to think of themselves as high and mighty lords. Kuno got over that, thank Christ. And he treats us all like equals.
You think Hagen's men have no great love for him?
Well, I'd say they're running before his whip more than following his flag, if you understand me.
Oh, I understand you.
I see what you're getting at.
Okay. Alright, well, wait, doesn't Kuno want us to ride out again, I think? Hi, Kuno.
I'd been to see Sir Radzig.
So how did he take the news?
Well, he wasn't exactly happy about it.
I can well imagine. I wouldn't want the Zuls plundering my estates either. If I had any.
He wants us to carry on patrolling the area. There's nothing else for it.
We'll do that. But it will soon be too dark for patrolling, Henry. Come at first light.
Sure, I'll do that.
The Prussian community. Oh, okay. Man, I've noticed that Sir Kuno, he does not like to ride out in the middle of the night or late in the day. He only likes to ride out like early in the morning. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't blame him for wanting to be cautious. I'm just a fucking cocky motherfucker because I got a lot of money, my stats are really good, I have really good armor, and Henry's axe skill is at 17, so I mean, I'm doing decent damage. Oh, and my warfare skill finally hit 19. Took a while to get it up there. You can sleep and save right here. I think I'm gonna go make some toast here in a second. Yeah, probably for like, maybe like a half an hour. Probably less. Might make some popcorn and toast. I just want something quick to eat. Alright. Yeah. 3.5 hours stream. It's not too bad.